reconstruction plan is ready. Foreign Minister Badr Abdulati is calling for the full implementation of the second phase of the ceasefire deal.
لا يمكن السماح أو قبول.
It cannot be accepted to use aid as a weapon for collective punishment and starvation. This is completely unacceptable and represents a blatant and flagrant violation of international humanitarian law. There is a ceasefire agreement consisting of 3 phases. We have finished the first phase. We must implement the remaining obligations and enter into rapid negotiations to discuss the second phase of the ceasefire agreement.
Key regional player Saudi Arabia has issued a strongly worded statement against Israel's action. Its foreign ministry says the use of aid as a tool for extortion and collective punishment constitutes a blatant violation of international law and a direct infringement of the basis of international humanitarian law, especially in light of the humanitarian catastrophe facing the Palestinian people. Pressure is building on Netanyahu from the families of remaining captives held in Gaza. Undecided reports from Jordan's capital Amman, she's there because the Israeli government and the Palestinian Authority have banned Al Jazeera from reporting from inside Israel and the occupied West Bank.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu spoke several times on Sunday justifying Israel's decision to block critical humanitarian aid from entering Gaza. Israel wants to pressure Hamas to try and get them to meet Israel's demands when it comes to the extension of the ceasefire deal. Israel says they want to extend phase 1 in order to bring about the release of as many captives as possible without committing to phase 2 of the deal, which would mean an end to the war. Netanyahu also said that Hamas's demands and vision for an end to the war are, quote, unrealistic and not in line with what Israel wants. But nonetheless, the family members of Israeli captives have been taking to the streets night after night, protesting against the Israeli government, accusing Benjamin Netanyahu of prolonging the war for personal and political gain, calling on him to bring about the remainder of this deal and see it in its entirety. Take a listen.
Release can't happen. You've seen those who came back from the Hamas tunnels. Hostages don't have time to wait for an ideal deal. You must push to reach one deal on the release of all the hostages in the coming days.
Now, despite all of this pressure from families, despite pressure from the international community, the Israelis say that they are prepared to go back to fighting, that they're prepared for an all-out war once again, because they haven't accomplished any of their goals and objectives throughout the 15 months of fighting.